Let's see if Bojangles can continue his winning ways and get this W. No way. He has 42 rushing touchdowns. Wow.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry.
What he say?
Alright. It's a snowy day here in Buffalo. As Bojangles goes out to field his first punt. Returnable.
Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They're led out by their mobile quarterback, the 6-year man. It's Tyrod Taylor.
I've always loved Tyrod Taylor's mobility. I love his footwork, his ability to escape, but his underrated arm. Accurate, downfield throwing. That's what I really like about his game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Put a movie on real quick for dude.
2nd down and 4. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
He's not getting out there, man. Not even hitting the speed burst until.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him
See what we can do.
There, 2nd and 8. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
Cameron Wake may have begun his career in Canada, but in the NFL, he's been one of the top pass rushers since he's entered the league.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. And incomplete on the deep ball. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Taylor. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He may have had some off-season foot surgery, but it hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
All right.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who could do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards.
Nice little punt return.
And here come the Bills. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach.
Ooh, he rocked.
Their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time.
Billy Bojangles should be a shoe-in for Rookie of the Year, MVP, Offensive Player. Should be a shoe-in. He met the Dominican Sue on that one.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 3rd down and 1. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the
oh my goodness, excuse me.
Second and goal. And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there.
When you have Billy Bojangles and he's having the year he's having, you don't just not give it to him. Stop.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Let's put our attention here now on the Dolphins defense. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others. I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
Offense looking to avoid a
Message. Message.
They'll come out in the pistol, and they'll go on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the
yeah, it was a bad decision going left.
And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To throw is Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. Both teams appear ready
they scored before the half, huh?
Resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
See if they do just that. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go play action here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Oh, I thought I got that move off, boy. I tell you what.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old.
Dang.
Only 65.
Dang it, dang it, dang it.
Yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Watkins alone on the left side. Here's Taylor. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. On third down, Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Papa, stop.
Taylor will throw. And it's incomplete. Yards still left on second down. Here's Taylor to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Taylor. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved.
I did not think he was going to throw it to me. I definitely called for it, but I did not think he was going to throw it to me.
Kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll get 23 yards there. And it's first down, Buffalo.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a handoff as they run left side. He loses 5 full yards to... Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here's the Dolphins defense as they head out to set up shop. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
And they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's the former #1 overall pick of the Texans, Mario Williams, on the stop. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And an alley to run. And a cutback, right sideline. Dashing through the snow. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play. Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now here's a carry heading left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 30 yards.
That we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
LaShawn McCoy returns. And even though I have broken records, I am now second string again. Strictly based off of overall.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air.
Back to trying to be Devin Hester, like one time I'm getting the ball. Or not. I totally forgot I picked a different playbook. Whoops.
They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd
Carolina, huh? Carolina has this formation. I like it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a cut to the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there.
So much for being second string. I came out the jump, huh? My confusion is set in. Yes, I don't fully understand, but it's okay.
And again this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll run it here. And the ball is knocked out. And it's
God freaking rocked.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a large yardage possibility. So
one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Smart approach.
As a pig.
To run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go any.
Oh my God.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Mama, here.
8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
It's a habit for him. He just finds the end zone by any means necessary.
Is fielded at the 2. Stays on his feet, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now... They come up with an offset eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So we've come upon halftime. Now my...
Good job, defense.
this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And the confidence from last week carrying over to this week.
2 weeks in a row, and I have to admit, last week, I thought they were going to really struggle running the football. I thought that they had a real challenge on their hands, and they more than met it and created big-time openings that he just absolutely hurdled through. And they figured one.
And he is into the end zone for
Lego.
a touchdown.
Wow.
Great effort there. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Boy, them Jets are fighting for it, huh?
Started all even as the kicks away.
I'm gonna get this last one. I'm gonna finish off the season, the starter, and then I'm gonna be I'm gonna be second string whole, and I'm gonna be legit second string the whole playoffs.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Fresh set of downs here.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there. You see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
A win here gives the Bills a undefeated regular season. Already in the playoffs.
Here's Brandon Fields now.
This is quite the game.
This afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Didn't mean to do that.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They come up in an offside eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cut it out to this. And now the rookie's free. And all
Let's go.
the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. Here's Brandon Fields now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Get out of there, Lucas.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. A strong running. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Bills. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back?
And he loses the football a second time.
Dang, man, this is the worst game you've had as far as hanging on to the ball, man. What's going on with you, Billy?
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to
face
talk it
mask.
over. And able to push his way forward here for a good game. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Oh, he bowls over it. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Went to itch my ear and my headset falls.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great... Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Sort of a hallmark here of a Rex Ryan team last year, the #1 rushing attack in the NFL, keeping it on the ground here, eating some clock with a lead.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise. Rex Ryan's a defensive-minded head coach. He loves having a good running attack because it helps his defense out in a big way.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Cut back, left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there.
See what happens here. Woo! 77K! Let's freaking go! Yearly MVP of Billy Bojangles. Offensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Best running back. Let's go. Won every award I possibly could. Yeah. Spend XP. Now, I could make my guy a heck of a lot faster. But I don't think I truly need speed right now. I think some elusiveness. Some trucking. There. There. There.
Hit Mom, guys. You like my
Boom, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Mushy.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Here in the divisional round, the pressure gets dialed up several more notches.
Now it's Nugent out to kick it away.
Cincinnati takes the early lead.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They come up in an offset eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 yards on the run there. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. back to set up his blockers. Spinning past him. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down following the run.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Not too many more ideal situations
Lucas.
at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down.
Lucas,
They ran it and picked
what are you doing?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier, knock him down for a loss.
Now they try the right side here. And some space here. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school.
Uh-oh, I can't stop the play.
Teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not...
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now a handoff looking right. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school, when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown.
Billy don't want to go down quietly. Oh, but they punch it in again. Oh, but they missed the extra point. All right. There's life in Buffalo.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. Last time
all right.
They scored.
They need to punch it in before halftime in order to really set the pace. That is not the way to do it.
Now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they want them to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now a high kick. Penalty marker is down here. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you...
Oh, that's not good.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now.
Let's make something out of nothing right here.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop it. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it past the 45. And
okay, it wasn't me. It's like, no. No. We're down 13, boys. This isn't how we play. This isn't how we've been playing. We need to get in there, boys. We need to get in there. We need to score a touchdown now. Defense, come up big. Bojangles ain't playing like Bojangles plays.
Like they're going to be in the hurry up. And they'll run it here. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
There we go. Touchdown. Defense comes up, and yes, they do. All right.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson. Is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
They'll give give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems.
Oh my goodness. I just messed that up so much. That was a big game waiting to happen, and I messed it up. Look at you.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
You want milk? What is milk?
Yeah.
You want milk? What is milk?
When he can make a play himself, as we just saw there,
Oh man, such an area of opportunity over there, and I messed it up. The defense is coming through for us in the second half. Come on, let's go. We got 3 out. What?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. Anybody that's actually in the stream, sorry.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
Alright, Buffaloes, this is where we come alive right here.
Now as they get set to take over here.
We got this.
Last time they had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
the kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Oh, he trucked him. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
That's what we needed. Bojangles is alive and awake right now. He's alive. He's awake. He's about to go in on this drive.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And there's a flag on the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Somebody did a holding or something. Instead of a 20-yard gain, we take a 10-yard loss and replay it down. Bojangles. Bojangles, 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 Jangles, Jangles, Bojangles, Bojangles.
The reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Oh, right up the gut. The speed is too much. They're in there like Flynn. Let's go. Billy Bojangles comes alive in the fourth quarter.
That's fielded in the end zone.
When he gets stepping, it is hard to stop him. At 6'4", 230, that boy is a beast.
This Bengal defense now making their way back out onto the field. Last drive, touchdown, surrendered. Here, see if they can stop him.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always, they're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Bulldozes past him, and he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will be brought. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here to...
Should be game. It's not letting me snap it. It's probably gonna take a delay. I couldn't even call timeout.
They're in no hurry to get a play off.
See if I can snap it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
That's not even me. Why would I be not, like, go to this screen? Huh. AFC Championship game. Chargers, Bills. Not something you're gonna probably see.
What is doing here?
Let's try. Baltimore.
Oh my God!
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A berth to the Super Bowl at stake here in the Conference Championship. What more needs to be said? No doubt one of...
Thanks, Larry.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, okay, Green Bay and Philly?
Here's a look at Ralph Wilson Stadium in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one.
There's a snowstorm going on in Buffalo the last couple weeks. And then again, it is like January.
Automatic first down.
Kyle.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not entirely sure how I juked that guy, but I'll take it.
Because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. This time to the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team can have any more confidence in handing him the football.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Bojangles, bro. Why you be fumbling? Worse, it led to a touchdown.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And always. Here's Drew Kaiser now. As he's on to punt for San Diego. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And a cutback right sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Get in there. Outrun him. 108-yard touchdown return. Billy Bojangles. AFC Championship game.
And the Bills have broken the tie. It's been a back and forth game. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they'll go on the ground. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes.
You want that one?
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go. 38.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time. And they're taking that too. And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and then we're going to the end of this third quarter of play. In Buffalo, it's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Well, they give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Boy's too strong. Boy is too strong for them.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll run it here. Fighting him off.
No, he would have bit off to the races. I'd have totally scored with him too. Hate the freaking Chargers.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. Now he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. Joining only Gale Sayers' men with a 6-touchdown performance. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
5 yards on the carry. Good
Actually, pretty big fan of this playbook right now. It's got a lot of things in it that, oh yeah, oh yeah, I found my new playbook. I'm golden. Found my playbook. Legit only reason I selected this playbook to try out, oh, excuse me for that yawn, is you need Seattle bum. He's a big Ravens fan, but I think he might use this playbook, and it is pretty sweet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first.
And that's the bowl game.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
We go into the ship. We go into the ship. We're going on a trip to the Super Bowl ship. Why would you do that? Eagles. is the Bills versus the Eagles. Improbable. I've got 51 touchdowns in my first year. Wow. This is on All Pro. I'm gonna have to step it up to All Madden, man. That's crazy. I get 220 experience and 1 confident for winning the Super Bowl.
Hello, everyone.
Get.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Why do you want to do that to me, huh? You don't do that.
Super Bowl Sunday. And what an occasion it could be for this man. Can he carry them to victory and be a Super Bowl MVP like so many running backs before him? It's the Bills going up against the Eagles.
Boy, Billy Bojangles is getting spotlight, as he should. Rookie phenom.
Coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Ooh, they went with the black uniforms. I like it.
For the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored. Because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Defense coming up big early with the stops.
So on 4th down, the Eagles will call on the left foot of Donnie Jones to punt it away.
Billy Bojangles. His first touch in the Super Bowl for a punt return.
And he fields it cleanly.
Makes the first guy miss, makes the second.
Return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Billy Bojangles is ready. He's been waiting his whole life for this moment.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room.
He's just making people miss out here. He's making people look silly.
16 yards there, and it'll give the Bills a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary.
Gets hit at the line of scrimmage, gains 3 yards. That's what I'm talking about. He's ready.
Now it's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo
Let's go.
touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time.
It doesn't work.
Oh, something happened. Turnover. Oh, wow. Defense. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The loss of
It's all right. It's all right.
and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So make sure I have
They don't have an answer for him.
And now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day?
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. A big gain there for the Bills. 33 yards.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. Here's Donnie Jones.
Defense coming up big in the Super Bowl, baby. This looks like it's gonna be all over. It's already written in the books. The Bills get their first Super Bowl win under the superstar rookie running back Billy Bojangles.
At the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And now out come the Bills. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 23 yards on the play.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
They come out here in the I. Now they'll run it on the toss. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Bills are going to have a first down.
You got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles. It is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. You got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tacklers 2, 3, 4 in order to get him down, because if you don't, he can continue to run and run it really, really well.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Charles Clay is tight in the intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And there's a flag on the play. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down.
Holding offense. Still 7 down.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Uses a stiff arm. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo.
I don't know how you get juked out by that, but okay.
Here's Donnie Jones now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia.
The woes continue in Philly.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And he'll give it here to his running back. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll be a Buffalo 1st down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football.
Oh, that would have been nasty if I didn't hit. Oh, man. That was a dirty run. Broken tackle, broken ankles, broken tackle, pushed out of bounds.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, the spin. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single.
Good job.
Philly's on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Mommy.
You do it.
The Bills getting set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now they're coming back out. Now they've established this run game. The play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Oh, shit. Let me pull this up real quick. I don't have the comments up. Hey, what is it? Is it Janny? Is that how you say that? Janny? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Just doing a little bit of some connected franchise mode, but I did it as a player. Ooh, get broke. Billy Bojangles is the... I did a simulated draft where I just kind of held right when it was the team selection screen and closed my eyes and randomly selected. And Billy Bojangles was drafted by the Bills.
Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taking it about the 16.
Jan? Okay. What's the name of the game? Madden 17. Where are you from?
Yeah, here come the Bills. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can.
Yeah, Madden 17. Are you from Europe or... Oh, Germany. There you go. Yeah, Europe. That's what's up. I figured if you didn't really know the game that you weren't from the U.S. because, I mean, obviously American football is huge here. Everybody knows about Madden here. I got a buddy who's from the UK who we're teaching him. So.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oof.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first.
What games do you typically play, or do you play, or?
Good solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
I used to live in Germany, but I was a baby. I was like 6 months old to about 4 years old. And yeah, I don't remember any of it. I was too young to remember. I just know that I've lived there before.
8 yards on
I wish I remember what town I lived in. It would make for a more interesting conversation. But I don't even remember. I'd have to ask my mom.
Now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. There we go, a 2nd and 7.
There we go. 38. Come on.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is
All good, Jan. Thanks again for stopping by, man. Play all kinds of different games, shooters. I play Rainbow Six Siege, all that kind of stuff. Siege is one of my favorite games out right now. So, more than welcome to stop by whenever. Again, thank you. Oh wow, Philadelphia done gave up. Have a good day.
This one taken from the 7.
Almost got a kick return in the Super Bowl as well. Oh, that would have been beautiful.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
They'll run it now. And it gets it down to the 32. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
What's it? Sorry.
It's okay, bud.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Wesley. Put that, please. I know you're not a pigeon. Like he said. Hey, look there. Me.
Maybe you've forgotten. I'm a top cop from the future. Until you marry Citizen.
That's no bad. This is a coupon for a tanning salon.
Yeah.
Welcome to draft week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft when you're ready.
Look at me. What I mean. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's not a movie though, bud.
You like the movie? Movie what? You. Hey. Leave mommy. Hey, look.
You have grades for each position that range from browse available players to help improve.
That's right. Okay, next up, science fair. Fix your memory scanning.
Hey, I'm not gonna fix that stupid memory scanner. What? Well, this is a time machine. Why should I fix my dumb invention when you can take me to see my mom now in this ship? I can actually go back to that night and stop from keeping me up.
The answer is not a time machine. It's this.
This? You don't know what I feel about this.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. You don't know what I've lived through.
Louis, no! Let go! You're not gonna boss me. Yes, I am. You're 12. I'm 13. That makes me older. Well, I'm older. That makes me older. And the boss.
Baby. Baby.
Oh, nobody.
I am so dead. I'm not allowed to look at this thing, let alone drive it. Mom and Dad are gonna kill me, and I can tell you this, it will not be done with mercy.
Isn't there like a time machine repair shop or something?
No, there's only 2 time machines in existence, and the poor hat guy has the other one.
Well, somebody's gonna have to fix
Huh.
it.